Hello preparedness people and welcome to the Bigs Prep. My name is Cynthia and today we're going to Aldi. I'm going to see what they have, what they don't have, and what the prices are looking like. I'd like to compare it to my Walmart Great Depression shopping video and see what prices are at Aldi versus Walmart. If you're ready, press the like button and let's get right into it. This is the entrance of the Aldi store in Ocala, Florida on Friday evening, January 21st, 2022. This is the cracker section. I haven't had gluten-free crackers in my store in quite a while. What does the cracker section look like in your area? Here's a shot of the cookies and prepackaged snack area. About 2 years ago, this section would have been completely full with boxes stacked all the way to the top. $1.69 is the price for peanut butter at Aldi's, and they had lots in stock. Let's get some jelly at $1.95 for a nice jar. They had plenty. Here is the bread section. I was shocked at how little bread they had. I can't think of a better time to learn how to make your own bread given all the shortages we've been seeing. This is the fruit section. I did pick up some bananas for Mr. Biggs. You'll notice though, most of those are already ripe. They did have some gaps in the fruit section. The apples were well stocked and some of the specialty fruits. The produce did not look that great. I know some people have an issue with Aldi produce. The mushrooms, very low in stock and definitely up in price. I paid $1.59 for a bag of carrots. The 2-pound bag, that's not a horrible price, but it's not great either. Eggs jumped up in price over 10 cents since last time I was there. 97 cents last time, $1.11 this time. Milk at $2.96 for a gallon of whole milk. And the cooler with half and half and heavy cream, things like that, was totally empty. Aldi was extremely low on onions again this week. Hardly no red onions. They had a few bags of these yellow onions. The top shelf of the produce area was looking really sad. The bottom shelf didn't look much better, to be honest. I can't wait for my garden to come in so that I am not buying sweet potatoes and zucchini. Cabbage was 79 cents a pound this week. The heads are so small. You can see everyone has taken the outer leaves off so that we're not paying for cabbage we won't use. Here's a quick shot of the canned fruit and snack cakes aisle. This is also where they keep the vinegar, pickles, and things like that. In 2019, the canned fruit section used to take up half of this aisle, and now it is a very small component at the end of the shelf. While they did have my favorite applesauce, they did not have any individual cups of applesauce or fruit cups at all. These were all the potatoes they had, tomatoes, and on the end was more tomatoes, but those boxes are empty. Coming around this end cap, that's usually where they put fruits and vegetables that are on sale for the week. There's nothing there. Here's the bags of rice and taco shells, things like that. Mr. Biggs loves the yellow rice mixes from Aldi. Here's the pet food section. This is truly sad. Please don't forget your pets when you're prepping. They are important members of the family. Next up, toilet paper. I was a little shocked. After seeing Walmart last week with all of the toilet paper in abundance, Aldi had almost no toilet paper and super low on paper towels as well. Motto on paper items and other non-food preps is if you need it and you see it and you have the money, buy it now. How does the toilet paper look in your area? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what the stock is. Now is a great time to stock up on trash bags, Ziploc bags, wraps, and foils. Here's the yogurt cooler. It's getting harder to hide the fact that plastics are in short supply, which is why individualized, ready-to-eat foods with a tossable container are nowhere to be found on the modern grocery shelf. I was surprised to see that the cream cheese was in great supply, but sour cream and cottage cheese were gone. This is the cooler where they keep the sausages, hot dogs, bacon, rolled sausage. It was in pretty decent order. Next up is frozen foods. The frozen foods had so many gaps, just like we're seeing all through the country. This is a great time to ditch those convenience frozen items and learn how to make things from scratch. I know I am missing my frozen fish and also frozen broccoli. I haven't seen frozen broccoli in at least a month at my local Aldi. The fish section is so sad. Is there a favorite frozen food that you're missing out on? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. This is the soda section and it's pretty pathetic. Next up, meats. I was so sad to see no chicken at Aldi. Here's a shot of the beef section, which is okay, but look at those prices. I was pleased to see that the cheese was actually really well stocked. Lunch meat is in short supply, but we're seeing that all over the United States, not just at my local Aldi. Here are the specialty cheeses and specialty items. These are more luxury type items and they are all fronted. The juice cooler is looking kind of sad these days. I'm glad I stocked up when I had the chance. I managed to get down the chip and pasta aisle when hardly nobody was in there. The chips are super low supply considering how big the bags are. Then looking over at the pasta and prepackaged items, some items they had and some items they didn't have. An item of interest for me is always the gluten-free macaroni and cheese for Mr. Biggs, and I actually have more packages of gluten-free mac and cheese in my pantry than they did at the store. The spaghetti sauce and spaghetti, trying to get some quick prices for everybody. The Alfredo sauces and things like that. I'm trying not to get this lady in my shop because I try not to get people in my videos whenever I can. Canned soups, they had some. I was surprised that they had more than Walmart. Here's the canned veggie aisle. This used to be a lot bigger than it is now. They have no limits on any canned veggies, which is great for stocking up. Here's the canned meat section. This is very small. They just had that one small box of tuna at the bottom of the shelf. I always like to take pictures of these little coolers when I'm in the front of the store. Let's talk about flour. $1.55 for a bag. They didn't have any bread, but they sure did have a lot of flour. There was plenty of yeast too, so now is the time to learn how to make bread. The 4-pound bags of sugar were $2.02, a little bit more than Walmart. Look, they hardly had any, less than one row in the pallet. I did get a quick shot of the cereal supply. There were lots of people in this aisle, so it was a little more difficult. A quick shot of the baking items. You can see at the top there, the yeast is in great supply. Some of the canned milk products are about the same price, a little lower than Walmart. If you want to stock up on canned milk, Aldi is a great place to do it. Do you stock milk in your pantry? How do you keep it on the shelf? Do you use powdered, canned? How do you do it? Here's another shot of the cereal aisle after everybody cleared out of there. All these boxes are fronted and I'm getting a little shot so you can see in behind. They have stock in some of the cereals and then in other of the more popular cereals, there's not very much stock. I know cereal is short nationwide due to poor harvest of wheat and corn. I have a feeling that next year will be even worse given the fertilizer shortage we have coming. $2.45 for the quick oats, great pricing there, a lot cheaper than those packages up above them. Swinging back around to some of the cake mixes and just a wide shot of the baking aisle in general. Aldi only has coconut oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, and olive oil on the shelf for sale. They did have a limited supply. The spices, though, they look great. I was able to sneak back over and get a shot of the beef and pork in the meat cooler. They had quite a bit of those sausages. We really liked those. The pork was decently stocked, but I am thankful that I have plenty of pork in my freezer. Let's finish up with a shot of the coffee end cap, which is hit and miss. Here's an overview of what I spent and the prices. It was $24.08 out of my $25 budget for just those few items that you saw on the table. At $3 for zucchini, I will be so thankful when my spring garden starts producing again. And $1.83 for one sad little cabbage, I could have cried. Oh my goodness, how about the store? It was crazy in there. No chicken and no bread. I know that they had plenty of stuff so that you could make your own bread, for sure, make your own muffins and things like that, but prepackaged items are in short supply throughout the whole country. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, I would love to have you press that subscribe button and maybe hit the notification bell so you can find out when I post new videos. I have some of the smartest subscribers on YouTube with some of the most thoughtful comments. So if you leave me a comment, I do respond to every single one on my channel. Thank you again. And remember, everybody, I would rather be a year early than a day late.